For Vlogger 728, I would like to demonstrate for you a little thing I like to call the kucha, kucha, woo, ha, hee, ha. Nobody can see me, nobody can hit me. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you are meant for me. I'm madly in love with you.
Good morning. It's Saturday, and today is the 14th of July, Juillet 14, aka Bastille Day in English, Bastille in French, but the French don't say Bastille Day or Jour de Bastille, they just say the 14th of July. Anyways, I'm going to try and go see some of the festivities. It's getting very sunny in here. My plan is to go check out the parade and then try to find a spot to get some shots of the fireworks tonight, but the fireworks can be a madhouse, so just kind of show you the area that they do both of those things. I've never actually been this close to the action before. I've always I had to work last year, so I didn't get to see any of it, and then I've just never been here for Bastille otherwise, so I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit intimidated by the crowds. I'm not really sure that I want to jump straight into them, but we'll head that way and we'll see what happens. How about that? I also would like to get coffee, but I think I'm running out of time. So we'll see we'll figure this out.
Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you are. I'm madly in love. I would have made coffee at home, but I haven't used the blender before to grind coffee beans, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing, and it was just gonna take a little bit too long. And then my normal coffee spot over here is closed because it's a national holiday. So here's hoping that Starbucks is open. And then you know, take a walk from here and then we should be good. Can hear helicopters and stuff already, so you know it's gonna be good. The president arrives in like, wait, how long? President arrives in like 10 minutes, I think, at the parade grounds, and then they start the parade 10 minutes after that. And it's like an actual military parade, which also makes me mildly uncomfortable, but the air show is super worth it, so we'll see what we see. Figured I'm going Starbucks. Whoa! I might as well go Starbucks. That is a lot of sugar. Whew! Think I'll have enough energy to stand through this parade now. I'm in love with you. The Bastille Day, for those of you who are like, what the heck is Bastille Day? Is the celebration of the overthrow of the French monarchy, effectively. The Bastille was a famous French prison on the other side of town from where the parade is happening, in a place that's still called Bastille, although the monument that's there is not for the same revolution as the one we're talking about, but it was the first French Revolution, and they started by tearing down the Bastille. They technically started by stealing a bunch of cannons from des Invalides, the military hospital, and then marched their way over to the Bastille to get their ammunition. The guy there said, nope, not giving it to you, and so they tore the place down, killed him in a pretty horrible way, and released the political prisoners that were inside, which there weren't very many at the time. They then marched to the Hotel de Ville, the mayor's office, did the same thing to the mayor, and declared themselves liberated. The royalty was not in Paris at the time, as you recall, they're living in Versailles, so they got their comeuppance a little bit later, but that was the beginning of it all. So Bastille Day, July 14th in French, is celebrated much the same as any other national holiday of people being freed from monarchical oppression, and you know, guys like this. Not the people on bikes, I was talking about the guy in the Ferrari. Kind of like July 4th in the States, or July 1st in Canada, or, you know, the list goes on. They have a military parade in the morning, and then they have fireworks in the evening, all around the Eiffel Tower. It's pretty fantastic. And that, I think that should get you caught up. Never let you go. Doesn't even be able to see much from here, but we'll see what happens here. Definitely getting a late start, so didn't need to rush. We saw a bunch of planes, but 36 minutes later, still the parade is yet to start. Macron is having a late breakfast, I'm guessing, or that's who I think we're waiting for at this point. We moved to a slightly better position. Unfortunately, not in the shade. We came close for a minute there, but the shade is receding from us. So glad I put on some sunscreen. Let's hope this, you know, starts. 11 more minutes, and I think it's actually starting. For me, I'm madly in love trying to get down farther so we can see like the actual like foot soldiers marching and stuff, but we've been completely diverted and it's not looking good for our odds. We'll try the underground route. We're not the only ones that had this idea. Lesson learned from this one, I think, is definitely position yourself closer to Concord. On the first try, you'll see a lot more. We're free. Oh, and yet somehow significantly more trapped in this portion of the parade ground. It would appear that during our time underground, the whole thing wrapped up, but we're not 100% sure. I don't think anybody's really sure what's happening around here. Figure it out shortly, see if there's anything else to see. Otherwise, hopefully lunch at some point, because I'm hungry. I'm in love with you. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you have been for me. I'm in love with you. We're getting Parade 2.0 over here. We've been walking for over an hour trying to find a place to eat / drink. All the prices have been rocketed up. Like a beer or a Coke costs like 12 euros everywhere right now. Capitalism. Anyways. Yeah. She's never had a specialty coffee before, so this is gonna be an experience. We'll see how this goes. She's already not impressed. C'est encore mieux sans lait en fait.
Ah ouais, il est super léger.
T'aimes bien?
Ouais, ça va.
Sans soupe, sans lait?
Ouais, mais on dirait même pas du café, on dirait du thé.
C'est plus du thé.
C'est tellement léger.
It's more like a tea.
Ouais.
I love living in the city, even though it's a giant mess right now. Elodie approved of the coffee. She was telling me that French coffee is the best coffee, so I was like, took her to Terre de Café, which was nice because obviously missed out on that the other day when we did our best pain au chocolat in the city. It is really good coffee. I do love the Terre de Café. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go home and try to rest a little bit. That was a lot of walking, lots of sunlight, and not enough water or food for a long time. Rectified the water and food situation. I'm gonna see what I can do to find a spot to see the fireworks. My friends are gonna be down on the river tonight, and I'd rather go join them than actually cram into the Champ de Mars by myself. You gotta, like, in order to get in here, the Champ de Mars is the stretch that goes up to the Eiffel Tower, which is the famous spot. It's like the best spot to go watch the fireworks, but you have to hold your place. I think they open the gates at like either 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. I don't remember. Then you gotta go in and hold your place until 11 p.m. The show's not till 11 tonight. So I don't really wanna go sit in the sun by myself and burn my poor little white self all the way through that entire period of time. So, you can see all the fireworks on the sides of it already. It's gonna be really cool. I would like to see it from closer this time. I don't know, we'll see. I live here now. Maybe next year is the year. I'll decide that in a minute. But I'm gonna go home and actually, I'm gonna get some work done because everything is closed anyway. It's not like you can do much around town. See what my friends are up to. Might also just take the advantage of this and make it an antisocial night. You can tell there's a thought process going on. The parade itself was, interesting. It was cool. It was underwhelming, especially because we couldn't really see much. Next year, lesson learned, got to be closer to Concord so you can see the president show up, and I'm sure there's a lot more ceremony that goes on down there. So be down near Concord next year, and next year maybe have a plan to go save space down on the Champ de Mars and watch it, but I'm not feeling particularly motivated to do that right now either. So it's nice to walk around with Elodie, explore a little bit, and find some pizza and coffee. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a bad way to spend an afternoon. But now, I don't know. Nap time? Something. We'll figure it out. Fast forward a handful of hours, and I'm trying to find a spot to see the fireworks. I was going to watch it from Trocadero, actually, because I figured that it would be less populated, which was correct. But then I didn't hide my beer, which was a mistake, because for whatever reason, cans aren't allowed. The guy was very apologetic. So anyways, now I have to find another spot, or, not have the beer. I'll find another spot. Seriously, all the good spots are closed off. It's gonna be high competition for anything right at this point. Maybe. Standing room only down there.